Hi Karen, I'm going to show you how to paint the grape. I thought doing a video and you watching me, then it'd be a little bit easier to understand what I'm talking about. These are the colors for the branches, and I have a dark brown. This is burnt umber, burnt sienna, and a little bit of white. Here are my leaf colors. I have a really dark green and a light green. And here are my colors for the grapes. You don't have to use as many, but when you use more colors, it gives it more dimension. My main color is this dioxazine purple, a very dark purple here. This one is a berry wine, kind of like a deep burgundy color. A lighter shade of purple, this is violet pansy, and calypso sky, a little touch of blue. It'll just make the grape stand out a little bit by using this blue here. So I'm going to first start off with the branch, and I'm using a big brush. When I painted the mural at the restaurant, I used even a larger brush. This one is a 3/4 flat that I'm demonstrating with. The one I used for the wall, I used a 1.5 inch flat brush. So I'm picking up my browns using the corner of my brush, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of white on the light brown side. Okay, and I'm going to touch with my chisel, drag out a little bit. So here, and then slowly release pressure as you come to the end. So here I'm just picking up the 3 colors. Okay, I'm just going to keep it simple here. You should be able to see your 3 colors there and not look muddy, meaning you don't want the colors to all blend and create one color. I'm going to now paint the leaf. So I'm picking up my dark green and my light green. And I'm going to pick up a little bit of the berry wine on the dark green side. Just like to pick up a 3rd color when I'm painting my leaves. And this is the quick and easy leaf, grape leaf that I'm going to show you here. So I'm touching here. My brush handle is straight up and down. And this is the leaf I showed you when you were here. And I'm just touching and pulling and slowly bringing it downwards. So here, pressure, and keep picking up more color as you after you paint each leaf, and it just gets a little bit narrower and smaller. Okay, and paint my stem. Brush handle straight up and down. Yeah, I'll just do another one right here, slightly smaller. Picking up my 2 colors. Okay. Just going to add a little more color there. And drag on your chisel for the stems. Now I'm just going to paint some leaves, just these little smaller leaves. Just kind of paint them and use different pressure on your brush so you can have a variation in size, and overlap them onto your trunk. Okay, so there's that. Now the grapes I'm going to show you, I painted with these special tools called daubers. And it just makes the painting the grapes a lot easier and quicker. I'm using a large one, a medium size, and a small size. Now when I did that mural, because I wanted it nice and big. This was my biggest one I used. We're not going to use that one here. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to use my 3 colors here. I'm just picking up some dark purple, a little bit of the berry wine, a little bit of the lighter shade of purple, and a little bit of the turquoise. And I'm just pulling out the colors so it kind of looks like that on your sponge. So I kept the darker shade on one side, and the other colors I kind of picked up on the opposite side. Okay, and I'm going to touch, twist, and lift. Pick up more color as you go. Touch, twist, and lift. And we're doing the larger grapes that are mainly on the top. So a little bit of each. Pick up a little more of that turquoise. Okay, and touch. Yeah, redo that, and you can restroke. If something doesn't come out too good, just paint right over it. And let's see, maybe one up here. And if it helps to kind of sketch out an outline of how you want to shape this, that may help you also. Okay, so here, now I'm going to switch to my medium size. The dark purple is your main color. Now I twist it and pick up my berry wine on the opposite side, lighter purple, and then the turquoise. Calypso sky, okay, or I guess it's not really turquoise, but like a lighter blue. And just kind of fill in. You just have to remember to leave little spaces. And it does get smaller as you come towards the bottom here. Put one up there, maybe another one up here. Whoops. Well, you know what happened there? That sponge had water. So I'm just going to make sure I get all the water out. Before I started, I did wash these out, wet it, but didn't get all the water out, and that you've got to remember to do. Okay, my colors got a little muddy there, so I'm just going to repaint. Okay, and now I'm just going to with my smaller sponge. Just add a few small ones. Okay. I'm just going to smooth this out. Now to give the grapes a little more dimension, I'm going to add some little highlight strokes. And I'm taking my long script liner brush with some white, and I'm just going to add some comma strokes and dots on the upper left side of each of my grapes. Give it a little more dimension. Just adding these little lines makes a big difference. You can add a few little dots. Okay. Now I'm going to clean this brush out again, and now I'm just going to add a few little the little stems right in between here through the openings, and I'm picking up my 2 browns, the dark brown and a little bit of that burnt sienna, and just add a few little stems in between here. Don't have to do a whole lot. Just add a few little brown strokes, and couple of these curlicues. Okay. All right, I hope that helped. If you have any questions, just give me a call and I'll be happy to help you. And you know, you can go back and add a few little detail here. Just add a few little more branches that kind of point out here. Okay.